I bought Fujifilm X-M5 and I've got this question. Why did you bought Fujifilm X-M5 when X-E5 is at the door and when you have so many Fujifilm cameras? So this is a good question and I want to address why I bought it and how I find it in my second day after putting lots of lenses on it and after comparing it with X-T50 and other Fujifilm cameras that I have. So let's talk about this now. Hi there, Tudor Matescu here. So this is a justified question. Why I bought Fujifilm X-M5? Well, because of you. Lots of my viewers told me that they bought X-M5 and that they like X-M5. The X-M5, it's small, it's nice, it's good. So lots of people bought X-M5 and I said, I must try it. It may be something with this X-M5. Maybe I am wrong in not being very thrilled regarding this camera. And yes, there is something with this X-M5. I'm not saying it's not, but also some of my assessment, I feel that they were true, but I will discuss at my final review and in other videos what I am discovering regarding this X-M5 and for who it is exactly. So the first reason is that I went with the crowd. Okay. Now, the second reason, of course, it is this channel, because this channel has lots of traction, especially with Fujifilm cameras. I've decided to buy it. So yes, this is another good reason for me, because I want to raise my YouTube channel. And more than that, I was curious to see what Fujifilm is thinking, what Fujifilm is doing, where they are going, and how is this sensor. So I was very curious. How is this sensor and especially the AF with this sensor? So 26 megapixel sensor with the latest X processor. Because the rumor is that this X processor with this extra sensor is helping you have a better AF. So yes, I was curious regarding this AF and in my test I am finding that this is possible true. So it seems that we have a very good AF, but again, I must use it in real world to make a final judgment, but for my initial test in pretty low light conditions and hard lighting conditions, the AFS and AFC IAF are working better, and this starts to confirm my theory regarding the 40 megapixel sensor that Fujifilm introduced. In general, a bigger sensor with more megapixels is focusing slower, and especially this is true for the Fujifilm system. This was true for the Sony system. Sony a7R3A didn't have such good AF as Sony a7C and so on. Okay, now Sony it's at another level and other cameras are at another level, but this is true with Fujifilm bigger sensor. And this is where X-E5 comes into play. So the question and the dilemma is that Fujifilm X-E5, it will be launched with IBIS, with all that you have on X-T50 and with the 40 megapixel sensor. Is this a good move or not? Well, now having X-M5, seeing what this AF can do, again, not a final assessment, but seeing what this AF can do, I'm starting to doubt that the right decision for X-E5 is to put the 40 megapixel sensor. I am already using that 40 megapixel sensor for over 2-3 years, I don't know, when X-T5 was launched. And again, I've said that I like that sensor and I'm liking it, but the AF, it seems to be under this combo, under the extra sensor with 26 megapixel sensor and X processor 5. So this could be a deal breaker if you want the best AF. So here it is, a big point for X-M5. It's huge. It's very important. Now, let me address a little what I've discovered and how my opinion changed after my first unboxing and looking at this camera. So I'm really starting to like the buttons. And also I praised the X-M5 buttons, but I'm really starting to also like this wheel that it's used as a compensation wheel. So really liking this feedback, really liking it a lot. It will not shake your camera. It is sturdy, very sturdy, and again, also the command dial, the front wheel, very nice clicks, and also the doors very sturdy, very good build, better than X-T50, better than X106. So mind-blowing. Only Fujifilm could do this. Only Fujifilm could make an entry beginner camera in photo and video, because this I feel it's the segment, the right segment, and put premium build and attention to details that aren't in their premium camera, like X106, that door that it's playing. And also on X-T50. On X-T50, it's okay, you don't have doors that are playing. The door is better, how I've said, than X106 door, but this is even better. So this is even better on X-M5. But more than that, on X-T50, you have very flashed buttons, and these buttons are really, really nice and clicky. So only Fujifilm could do this and make this premium build, premium beautiful design, and not have that nice attention to details on X106 and on X-T50. So yes, it will be a very interesting discussion at X-T50 versus X-M5, X106 versus X-M5, because I will also address the weight in hand, and the size factor is not as you see in the pictures. It's not like some influencers said, from my opinion. So there are tidbits from there to there, but overall, the problem is that I'm really starting to like this camera a lot. So it's nice, and for the price, unbeatable. But again, this will be a very interesting discussion at X-T30 Mark II, that it's still in production from what I know, versus X-M5. Now, let's address a little the EVF. In general, I'm not bothered by the fact that it doesn't have an EVF, a camera like this. In general, I'm using the screen and I'm shooting when it's sunny out there with the EVF. Now, this doesn't have an EVF, but the Fujifilm screens are in general okay. So I will not find it a deal breaker regarding the screen shooting in sunny days. Also, you have a tilt screen, so you can tilt the screen. But what is more important regarding that flippy screen? Let me also address this. Why did you bought a camera with a flippy screen when you don't like flippy screens? Yes, I don't like flippy screens, but some screens are better implemented than other flippy screens. And I feel this is the case here. I really do feel that this is a case here, and it's a bummer that they will not produce an electronical EVF as an attachment. It will be a very cool thing, because look how nice is looking the camera. Really like a film camera. So if you put here an EVF or an optical viewfinder, like this TT-Earth is an optical viewfinder film camera. Boom. But let's get to the flippy screen. So flippy screen, why I feel that the implementation it's good here? Because it's a small camera. So with a small camera like this, I don't feel the need to flip the screen. So I will use it like a built-in screen for photography. When the camera it is small, it is easy to maneuver it. So this is the advantage of a flippy screen on a small camera. And also I do understand really well this time that this camera it's addressing very well and very nice for people that are wanting to make selfies, for people that are wanting to make videos in their studios or in their home, and so on, doesn't matter. So the design of this camera, it's really addressing the targeted market. So I'm really liking this. Fuji really made it very nice when I'm thinking at this camera compared to the X-Half camera, where I feel that they mixed lots of markets in one camera, and it's a salad camera, let's say like this. So in conclusion, I feel that this X-M5, after buying it, it's addressing very, very well this segment. Beginner photographer, beginner vlogger, beginner who wants to buy a camera and make a transition from the phone to a camera. It has many, many advantages. Let's be serious. It has the latest tech regarding video, latest tech AF regarding photos, and also I did a test of a vlogging test, and it was working very well with 18mm f2, that old lens. So yes, this X processor with this X trans sensor are really doing miracles, and for the price, it's really a very appealing camera for a beginner that wants to do both photo and video. And regarding the EVF, again, for a beginner, it's not a deal breaker. That beginner, it's going from a phone to a camera, and it will be very accustomed to use the screen. And in general, even when I have cameras with EVF from Fujifilm, I use 90% of the time the screen. So overall, I have a very positive impression regarding this camera. But yes, if you dream that this camera can replace X106, no, it will not replace X106. X106, it's the only one and unique camera. It's a legendary camera. It's an iconic camera, but also this is an iconic camera, but on another segment. So this, it's cool, it's nice, it's very good price, and also it's fulfilling what it needs to fulfill, looking very, very nice. Now, if you have an X-M5 camera, tell me your thoughts. If you want to buy an X-M5 or other gear from the gear that I'm using, please check the affiliate links from the comments and description. Also, please be sure to subscribe to my newsletter for more photography tips and tricks and news. And also, please be sure to check the next video. This is free and is helping the channel to grow. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.